Alright, let's see how far down I need to dig to find out why the throttle's stuck. That. I don't know how these guys do this stuff one-handed. Let's start over. Alright, let's see how far down I have to dig. Remove the top. I'm missing a nut here. I'll have to get one of them. This air cleaner plate. Yeah, the air filter's a little dirty. Let's see, we're going to pull the choke. Take these two screws out. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, I put them on tight. I don't think they should be that tight, but that just holds the air cleaner lid on. And it's always best to remember how that's orientated. Alright, so now there's two of these. This engine has two breathers, not just one like most. And push that out. Alright. So the throttle cable comes into this part right here, and that's the part that's not, it's the cable. I think it's pinched right there. Alright, I'm going to go see if I can find another cable. Well, I thought I had more throttle cables. Yeah, this one is foobar. I can't get it to move at all, so that one's junk. I found this one, but it's awful short, and I was able to get some 3-in-1 oil to run all the way through, and it's got good, easy, smooth motion. So the other one was routed through this hole from over here under the battery through this hole and to the linkage right here. This one, if I use it, I'm going to have to put a hole in the firewall right here and then hook it to this side of the linkage, and luckily there's places to fasten it down. So yeah, I'm going to pop a hole in that, put this in, and see what happens. But first, if I'm going to use this one and punch a hole, need to make it green. That is actually the original paint that I bought to do Hulk 2 with. So yeah, we're just going to let that dry, and I may go ahead and drill that hole and be ready for it. Well, I'm starting to think I don't want to drill a hole there. So I found another cable, but it only has ends. So what I did was I pulled this off of the cable I had in there, and this one is actually longer than what I need. So I'm thinking about cutting this, pulling that wire back and making it as long as I need it, and then feed it back through, and then try to recrimp that back on there. Plan C, I go to Ace Hardware tomorrow and see what they've got for a throttle cable. Alright, well, I really think this throttle cable is too short, but what I may be able to do is open this up here using a couple of pliers, and then I've got this longer cable It is damaged here on the end a little bit, but that's not a problem because I'm going to cut one end of it out so I can cut it to length, and then we're going to put it back in here and see if I can just replace the cable with this one. If not, I got a backup plan. So yeah, we're going to try using what I have first, and if that don't work, this will get used, or this is going to get hung on the wall in my shop as a spare. So yeah, let me fiddle with this a little bit and see what I can come up with. Okay, so when I pulled the wire out of the cable, it came out all curly-Q. So I'll probably spend some time straightening this up so it slides a lot easier. And the other thing I'm doing, this is the outer sheath, measuring it from where it's going to attach to the engine, through the firewall, under the battery tray, and then comes, so I'm going to cut it off right about here because I don't need all this extra length, plus it's damaged on the end. Okay, so I've got this inside wire about as straight as I can get it, but I do have a decision to make. I've cut this one to length, and I actually went out and painted it, so it's going to look okay. So the decision is find a way to crimp this back onto that cable without crushing it. And if I can do that, then I can use the original throttle with the ball. And if that doesn't work, then I can put the cable back in this one and squeeze that back closed. So I've got two different ways. I really want to go with this one and try it, but I want to see if I can find some kind of die, that way I can use my shop press there and see if I can use it to do the crimping. If not, there's about 3 extra inches of this. I left me a little bit of slack on it just in case. I'd have to cut off that if I mess it up, and then go to this. And obviously I've got a backup plan, and I notice that's got a furrow in there also. So yeah, I don't know, I'm going to try this one first and go back to the original ball throttle I had on it, because I know this part works good. This one is an unknown, but like I said, I got the wire straightened out, and there is going to be quite a bit of excess left over, so I'm going to have to measure again. I'll bring you back when I get ready to, I want to look around the shop and see what I got that may work as a die to where I can get an even crush on that.